Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a brand new tank from the Battle Pass. Yeah, every single of you had your eyes on it. Well, at least I did, right? I was curious how this tank is going to look like, and I was afraid in the same time because I have a feeling it is going to be a bit of the pain in the butt to play with, if I can say so. So we will see. I believe it is going to be similar to the Kunze Panzer with all of those siege modes. You are going to the siege mode, you have more accurate gun, but you have less of the DPM. Does it make sense? We will test it out. I am not entirely sure how it works. I want to keep it raw and I want to share my first initial impressions. Anyways, one thing which I instantly want to say what I do not like about this tank, it is crew. Pay attention at this. Crew is, speaking about the crew, commander is gunner, driver is gunner, and radio operator is loader, right? That being said, it's going to be very, very, very hard to set everything up because you have nothing like it, at least from the higher tier tank destroyers. There is nothing like it. So, I just simply need to highlight. It is very, very, very important. So yeah, when we have this out of the way, I believe we can go for the first game. But before that, I want to present you Million Pugs. Fellas, if you are not aware, Million Pugs lately started working with World of Tanks, I believe 1 year ago and so. And what is Million Pugs? Million Pugs is pretty much Pug delivery system whenever you are shopping online. What that means? Well, let's say you decide to buy the pair of shoes or something via the internet or whatever you want. Mouse, keyboard, whatever else, right? You are getting awarded with the Pugs, right? This is the currency of this page. And pretty much you can buy whatever you want in the game. Look at this, fellas. This is very, very interesting stuff. Speaking about the games, look how many games they have rewards for, right? Or they are collabing with. LOL, Valorant, Teamfight Tactics, World of Tanks, and plenty of others. But we care about World of Tanks. That's what we care about, right? So you can get from gold to premium days, and scrolling down, obviously rewards are getting better and obviously more expensive ones, like Borat, 50TP prototype, Lance and Shrek, Love, Scorpion. You see what I'm saying, fellas? There is plenty of the stuff which you can get, and it's very, very simple. By using my link down below and in the pinned comment, you are going to be redirected to this page, right? All you need to do, you need to get the extension for yourself, as an example, clicking here, add to Edge, and obviously register, and they will start tracking the stuff, right? And if you are wondering where you can shop, there are so many stores. I can scroll and I can scroll and I can scroll. Yep, you saw that, right? Nike. So yeah, as you can see, there is plenty of the stores where you can get yourself something, right? Anyways, when we have this out of the way, I really wanted to share with this, and plus on top of that, we are kind enough to sponsor the video. So Million Pugs, Deborah, thank you. Okay, fellas, let's go back on track and let's try to go for Kapaza. I'm excited. I don't know how about you. Let's do this. Okay, fellas, very first battle. What do we have? Paris. Why? Why Paris? Okay, hear me out. We are going to be okay, even though this map is far away from being ideal, right? Reload time whenever you are in the siege mode. 5.12 seconds. That looks very, very promising for 360 alpha damage. You can burst the living crap out of the enemies, and this is looking very, very, very solid and very good. Plus on top of that, it's not like Uda's gun. Excuse me. Gun is not fixed to the tank, right? So that is a pretty nice thing. So you can sometimes charge in front like crazy mother trucker, and you can spank enemies like there is no tomorrow. That's good. Now, let's see how the siege mode is looking like. Whenever you are going into the siege mode, your reload time is significantly increasing. That's what I was afraid of. But mobility is actually somehow decent. In fact, I have a feeling you do not need to be in the siege mode all the time in order to shoot. This is the thought which I have in my head. I think whenever you are attacking with this tank, you simply do not necessarily need to go and to be in the most accurate mode. I think it is more than enough to just simply sit like so and try to spank the enemies in this way. This is what I want to believe. Okay. Okay. Very, very, very interesting stuff. Once again, fellas, those are the first impressions. I'm just trying to figure out how this vehicle is working to begin with, right? So, everything is new for me, and I must admit I am kind of excited to test it out. I'm not in the siege mode currently, okay? I am just testing the accuracy, not in the siege mode, to see is it actually playable or you cannot hit absolutely anything and you are going to be disappointed. By the way, one more thing to say, which is very, very important, and I truly hate how the siege mode works on the tanks like Kunze, Panzer, or this one, because you are pretty much losing all your DPM, right? Or your DPM is becoming average, but you are getting just tiny touch of the gun handling boost and obviously gun depression, but then you are losing your losing other things. As an example, you are losing the mobility, you know, and you are losing DPM, which is very, very, very weird. Okay, look at this. In this situation, without siege mode, I am bursting this mother trucker like there is no tomorrow. This is very, very powerful. Do I like it? Well, it is adding extra layer of complexity to play with a tank, and in my humble opinion, World of Tanks is already quite a hard game. Whenever you are adding extra layer of how tough it is to play the game, I cannot see how newer players would enjoy this vehicle, honestly. I cannot see how new players would make it work. I mean, speaking about the speed in the siege mode, it's not that bad. Okay, it's pretty bad. Never mind, fellas, it's pretty bad. I was feeling like this tank is moving just tiny touch quicker, but I am wrong. Oy, 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 oy. Yeah, it's far away from being ideal. Penetration with a gold 320. I thought I would shred this tier 8 SMV like there is no tomorrow, but little did I knew. It's okay. Let's go for the round 2 against this guy. Okay, he's dead. Excellent. But now, as you can see, we have an excellent gun depression, right? At this point, our gun depression is top-notch. But look how long it is taking to get into the siege mode. Fellas, I'm trying to love this tank, you know? This is the first game for me, and this is the experimenting stuff. I wish to say something nice. The DPM is good whenever you are not in the siege mode. The gun accuracy is also looking alright whenever you are not in the siege mode, but you won't be able to play with this tank on the ridge line if you are not going to tap that siege mode button, right? I'm pretty sure tank is made out of paper as well, so you need to be very, very well aware of that as well. It is far away from being accurate. Meanwhile, I'm not in the siege mode, I am taking my time to aim. Aiming time is actually not that bad whenever you are not in the siege mode, honestly. And what a weird shape this tank has. What a weird shape this vehicle has. Absolutely nuts. I kind of want to eliminate this TNH, but I am afraid of Baza. Do I want to risk it for the biscuit and go full trollolo? I have an idea. Hear me out. You see where the Cobra is playing? Cobra is playing in the open field. So what we are going to do, we are going to cut his venomous tongue. That's what we are going to do. Hi. Are you on the reload by any chance? Please say you are. Oh, yes, you are. Nice. Cobra is dead. Excellent. We caught him off guard, and I believe he did not saw that one coming. And at this point, we are going to have face-to-face against Buzzer166. I believe we should be completely fine. I think I can out-DPM this guy like there is no tomorrow. Not horrible. Not horrible so far. Fellas, I know I am contradicting myself quite a bit in this video because those are the first reactions. This is how I have a conversation in my head, right? Simple as this. Hi. This is how the things works to me. Hi, mate. Okay, if you are catching the tank like this, there is nothing in this world what this mother trucker could do for us. And we are just farming him with our glorious DPM. Okay, crazy DPM. Is it good? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Look at him. Look at him. He's going to think, what is this mother trucker? As simple as this. Fellas, I got a new friend. I found a new friend for myself, okay? And we are going to live happy together. We are going to live happy together for sure. Okay, how about this chair footer? Can we find a good angle to spank him? Long range shot, siege mode on. Let's try to pre-aim for this guy. Maybe. Just maybe we can spank the living crap out of this guy. He's trying to chase our guy, and not today, mother trucker, not today. Okay. So, what we have seen from the very first game. The DPM, whenever you are not in the siege mode, is not... It is very good, okay? Playing in this without siege mode can be a bit awkward, especially whenever you need to use the gun depression, because you simply won't be able to do that. Oh, camera is stuck. That is absolutely glorious. I wonder when camera got stuck. And fellas, this is the score which we have after first game. 3,500 damage. I apologize for camera being stuck. I think this is AMD card which is messing everything up. I already ordered a new graphics card, so hopefully it will fix everything. I apologize. This is not intentional, but just how it goes. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. Anyways, what do we have? It's okay. Second, actually third by the experience, first by the damage, and 117,000 profits. Although those profits are coming from the mission. Pretty much without mission, we just broke even. This is how it feels like, and this is what we crafted. Okay, let's go for a second game, shall we? Okay, fellas, let's see what do we have for the second game. And once again, I apologize for the camera being stuck in the last game. There is nothing what I can change about that. It's because of the AMD card, everything is messed up. So in the end of this week I should have a new graphics card which is going to be NVIDIA 4080, and we should go back to the normal, right? And I'm aware of the issue with a microphone that you can hear everything. I am aware of that. I can put the filters and it's not going to pick the stuff up, so hopefully we are going to be alright. This is overall the information for you about the stuff, fellas. By the way, you are going to have a blooper with this vehicle in the end of this video, how not to play with a tank and what I figured out on my own fur, or I supposed to say on my own skin. This is going to be very, very, very interesting stuff. I can tell you one thing, I would not treat this tank as aggressive machine that you are going in front and trying to beat the living crap out of the enemies and in fact everyone, right? I think this tank is a sniper schnitzel. It's pretty much another STRV counterpart, if we can say so, right? This is how am I looking into all of this. And in fact, whenever the distance is pretty much medium, it's fine. You do not really need to be in the siege mode. But whenever distance is longer, probably siege mode is very much appreciated. Although, obviously, a good thing of all this is that gun depression, right? Minus 12 degrees of the gun depression is very, very solid and very, very good, but I do not see how you can use it without without armor, because this tank is paper. Everyone can shred through you like there is no tomorrow. Once again, wait until you will see the blooper after the third game. This is going to be absolutely gorgeous. And what we're supposed to do now? If you are wondering what is happening in my pigeon head, I am thinking that we need to blind fire this this MTV. I think we hit him once for sure. That is very, very good. Can we hit him for a second time? No, we cannot. Okay, all we are doing at this point is we are trying to dig the living crap out of this gentleman here. There is no other alternative options for us, fellas. And in the same time, ooh, hi there. And in the same time, you are relying, with this vehicle, you are relying a lot on enemies making a silly goose mistakes. Okay, I think I have my final conclusion for myself about this tank. The tank is powerful, but it's not my cup of tea, to say that the least. I can see how people would enjoy playing with this vehicle. I can definitely see that, because for a sniping, it is kind of alright vehicle, but I cannot see what is the benefit of this tank compared to the tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer, right? Okay, DPM is better, fine, but it's very hard to get a full use of the DPM. Does it make sense, fellas? It is very hard to do the things of siege mode. It's just complicated. The first battle which we had with this tank, it was a city map, so where we could play without siege mode. In the open map, I cannot see you doing the same thing unless you are sitting in the magical forest and someone is making a hardcore pressure towards you. Maybe then it is doable, and maybe then it is possible. Other than that, I just simply cannot see how you can do the things, right? Plus, on top of that, in order to enter into the siege mode, it is taking decades. 3 seconds to go into the siege mode, this is very long time, right? In the 3 seconds, BR can flank you 3 times already, going around your tank like this, if you know what I mean. So this is quite a hard one. Do I recommend this tank for beginner? To be completely honest with you, not really. I think beginner is not going to get the full potential of this tank by any shape or any form. Although, humongous thing to highlight is high explosive ammunition. High explosives has 460 alpha damage, and plus on top of that you have 120 millimeters of penetration, which is humongous. This is nuts, okay? If you are going to find the Scorpion or let's say Grille, you can pretty much four-shot Grille. 15 seconds and Grille is dead. That's it. You can send Grille to the garage. Look, as an example, we met the Su. Su is already screaming and running for his life. Yeah, it's going to be very, very, very hard tank to master and to make it work and to play. I'm not speaking about to snipe from the red line. Snipe from the red line everyone can do, but I am talking about making this tank work to perfection. Does it make sense, fellas? It's not about the sniping from the red line, it's more likely about using the mode which is the most appropriate for situation, you know? That's what I am talking about. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare of the vehicle to master. Ooh. Okay, that's what we have. Let's see the second battle score. And I am not too... It's not my tank, I can tell you that. I hate Kunze for the same reason as I hate this tank. Although Kunze, in my opinion, is going to be better than this vehicle. I know the stats are looking sick of this tank, but not everything is... not everything... you cannot look into the stats only. You just simply can't. Anyways, 1.8 thousand damage, quite sad. 100 assisting damage, very, very sad. Yeah... I don't like it. Okay, let's go for round number 3. No sniper schnitzel map. Let's see what we can do. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I feel like I will need to get used for this vehicle very, very, very much. Does it make sense? This is how I feel like. Ooh. I can't imagine how new players would deal with this vehicle. I honestly can't imagine that. This is going to be rough for a new players who will get this vehicle for themselves. Unless player would snipe from the back like I do now, you know? Just not trying to research bicycle, just going for a siege mode and just trying to beat the living crap out of the enemies in that way. You know, then it might be somehow decent. But other than that, once again, if you want to use the full DPM potential, if you want to relocate everywhere and so on, ooh, this is rough. This is truly rough. And believe me, I'm not saying that about every single tank in the game. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that, fellas. Okay. If you are wondering what I am working on here, I am trying to find a decent enough angle to say hello for the Rhino and T-30 and whoever else is here sitting in the back, right? That's what I am trying to do. Okay, siege mode on. Let's see. Can we... Aim time is also not super duper hyper turbo epic, to be completely honest with you. And the gun, I would say, Starva is looking better. Obviously, I'm trying to hit like pixel shots, I understand this. It's not like I am having the mouse going sideways through the middle of the field, you know? Even a blind pigeon could hit that, but this is a bit different situation. We are searching for a pixel shots, right? This is how it looks like. No side of the mouse, not really. Not today. Not impressed. Not impressed, not impressed, not impressed, fellas. This is my take on this tank. Not impressed. Just in case, fellas, if I haven't said the shell velocity is looking great. 1480. That is a good shell velocity. It truly is good. It is truly good. Okay, this is the situation whenever we are just simply waiting politely until enemies will make pressure. That's all we are looking for, honestly. Not a rocket science, just to wait until enemies will go in front and then we are going to spank them. I have no doubts whatsoever that this object will overpeak eventually. He will get bored of sitting in the same corner and he's going to go for it, for sure. The main question is when. Oh, 60TP is joining the fight, I can see that as well. Now, there is a bit of the problem. We have mouse in the back. I am a bit afraid if mouse would get spotted, that the mouse would spank me in a way, you know? Not directly, that's what I mean. If enemies would see the mouse, they would try to shoot him and I am in front of the mouse. That is a bit of the problem. Okay. Next. What do we have? Camera is not stuck yet. Good. No, Mr. Object, don't you want to go? That was a beautiful pixel. I must admit that. That was absolutely glorious pixel shot. How about if we would load gold? I'm going for a blind shot like so. You never know when you are going to hit those. T-30 is making a very hardcore pressure through the middle of the field, which is not ideal, but that's what we have. I'm trying to spank the Hori. Is it a problem, speaking about this DPM? Wow, bounced shot. Fellas, I must admit I never saw that one coming. This is the very first shot which we bounced with this vehicle. Someone did not penetrate this vehicle. Wow. It can happen once in a while, when all stars are aligned. I feel like shell velocity with a hit is also not the most horrible one. Okay. Simply relocating, step by step, little by little. Good. Now we are sitting hold down. Okay, let's wait for it. I'm trying to focus to the best of my abilities, fellas. I am truly trying to focus. I want to have at least somehow decent game, you know? Because so far, this is a struggle house for me to play with this tank. And I'm thinking, if I am struggling to play with this tank, how average players will feel like, I have no bloody clue. Oh, and the mouse is moving through the middle of the field as well. Oh, look at this beauty. Cobra on the side. Please, Cobra, do not clip the living crap out of me. Please, not like this. Not like this, Cobra. Not like this, okay? Cobra is a bit afraid. And here we go. Now we will start farming this mouse. Wow. Second time someone did not penetrate me. What is this sorcery? What is this sorcery, fellas? Absolutely nuts. Okay, listen, we need to relocate. One more thing. Esterva would be able to run backwards without bigger problems whatsoever. With this vehicle, it is a bit of the pickle, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. I have my thoughts about this tank already. Fellas, I do not love this tank. I do not love this tank. Maybe I might change my opinion later on when I will play more games with it and whatnot. But for now, I can tell you one thing. It is very complicated to make this vehicle work, right? It is hard to play with this tank, and the amount of use you are getting over Esterva is pretty much nothing. So far I am not a big fan of this tank. I had a suspicion this is going to be a hard vehicle to play. You don't believe in me? Watch this. Like, this botchet doesn't give a flying F about anything. Fellas, this botchet doesn't give a flying F. He just went up. Yes, you could see from the blooper, yeah, not ideal. Anyways, last game, 3.6 thousand damage, 700 assisting damage. I'm not proud of myself. I think it is semi-me problem for not making this tank work, but it is how it is. Not much what we can change there, fellas. Xor did not spotted anything from the middle. That was weird one. Anyways, as Blooper suggests, those situations will happen with this tank. Whenever you have no armor, it's just how it goes. Oh, that was brutal. Anyways, after 4 games with this vehicle, I played for 2,400 damage and 300 assisting damage, including the blooper, which you saw me dying for a bot shot, right? I would go as far as to say from the first impressions, I hate this tank. I'm disappointed with the score, I'm disappointed with a result, but whenever we will work on marking this tank, I have a feeling we are going to make it work to the very, very, very good level. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. Thank you very much for everything and take care, fellas. Skill is out. Peace. What a stinker.